Hey everyone, Mike from Destinations to Travel coming to you live today from SeaWorld Orlando. Hope everyone's having a nice day. We're going to take a nice walk around SeaWorld Orlando as long as this weather holds up and allows us to. It was beautiful this whole morning, and then all of a sudden, some stormy looking clouds moved in. Hi, Randy. Hi, Christy. So hopefully the rain holds up for a little bit. I do have my umbrella with me if I have to stop. But if it gets really bad, obviously we'll cut this a little bit short today. So hopefully it holds up and we get some nice weather. By the way, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter via Periscope. So you can check us out on all three moving forward. So whatever your preferred platform is, you'll be able to watch. So let's go ahead and take a walk around. I'm actually going to head, we went this way last time when we started off. I'm actually going to come around the other way because I want to show you guys a few things, a few seasonal things going on here at SeaWorld Orlando. Hi, Patty. Thanks for stopping by. So by the way, I did a quick lap around the park. I got here a little bit early, walked around a little bit. Pretty empty today. Um, the park is only operating from 10 to 5 today, so a short 7-hour day here at SeaWorld. And a few sections and attractions throughout the park either open late or close early. So we might hit a few dead ends and I might have to turn around a little bit throughout this video. So I apologize in advance. Um, and also there might just be a little bit less to see than normal because like I said, some things are closing early. I wanted to show you guys some of the, one of these signs here for Halloween. Mummy wants you to keep your garbage out of the duck pond. Here's the duck pond here. So, you know, obey Mummy. Don't throw any garbage in for the ducks. So a few things going on right now. Oh, and we're right by the dolphin nursery. We got one of the dolphins right out in front here. Let's see if we can get a good look. So this is the dolphin nursery right here in the front of the park, and they recently had a dolphin born here. I believe she said it was a 6-month-old calf they have. And I'm already starting to feel a little bit of rain right now, so might have to stop off for in a minute to get the umbrella out. Another thing going on at the park right now, or actually the first thing going on at the park right now, is the Craft Beer Festival. And there are food booths and food and beverage booths throughout the park with some special seasonal offerings. Here's an idea of, here's one of the booths here, Pursuit of Happiness. Clever. Some drink options here. No food in this one, but there are several booths throughout the park. And most of them are not open right now, but a few of them are, which I was surprised about. I thought they were only operating on weekends. Like the Halloween Spooktacular is right now, only operating Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So unfortunately, I can't really show you the Halloween stuff that they have going on, but we'll get a look at their trick-or-treat trail from a distance. And that's as we cross the bridge over here. And speaking of, if you can't tell, sorry, SeaWorld is already prepared for the holiday season. They have their trees out on the lagoon here. So they are getting ready. I was kind of surprised to see Universal's Islands of Adventure is also decorated for Christmas already. And so I was surprised to see that this one was too. Parks are getting ready pretty quickly. It's interesting. So I'm excited to get back here when the holiday celebrations are going on. We can take a look at everything, all of this lit up. Be able to take you guys for a walk around. So off in the distance there, you see all those bright colors just beyond the trees in the lagoon there. That's the trick-or-treat trail that is not open today. And that is for the Halloween Spooktacular. Hi, Jim. Hi, Jack. Thanks for watching today. I've never been to SeaWorld Orlando for the holiday season. I'm very excited to see this because look how cool this is. Out on the bridge here. Look how many trees, and they all light up. They do. I'm curious to know how they're going to handle it this year, but they normally do like a nighttime show on the lagoon here. You see, actually, as we'll get a better look around at the theater over there as well. They have some trees and props going up on the stage. So it looks like they're planning for some sort of show. By the way, I haven't been here during the week in a little while. The park is pretty empty. Again, it's only open from 10 to 5 today, and there are some sections of the park and some attractions that are closed. So, I mean, it makes sense. You're not going to get a lot of crowds that way. Totally understandable. But yeah, still surprising to see an Orlando theme park quite like this. What do you guys think about this right now? Is it too early? Are you excited to see Christmas decorations going up, or is it too early? Are you waiting for Halloween to pass and then allowing yourself to get into it? Personally, I love Halloween, so I mean, we're only a little over a week away, and then I'll be all right with Christmas. That being said, this did get me excited today when I saw this. Very much looking forward to seeing the holiday celebration here. This is what I was pointing out. You can see the trees and some other props around here on the at the theater on the stage there, or the lack of a stage, I guess. It's a little bit windy now. And you're getting a little bit like a spinning, and then nothing. I have been here for a little over an hour now, and Mako has not been running the entire time, which is a bummer. That's my favorite attraction here. My favorite roller coaster anywhere, really. Great roller coaster if you're a fan of big drops. Jim says waiting for Halloween to pass. Randy says too early. My wife will completely disagree. Yeah, that's typically the case for me as well. This year, though, I'm a little bit more open to just, you know what, November 1st, let's go. We can get into the holiday season. We all need something a little bit different, right? Now let's see, as I was walking past the orca encounter over here earlier, the orca tank in the back, I mean, it was closed off. There were no orcas in the actual tank. So we'll see if maybe that's changed in the past hour or so. Hi, Jenny. Thanks for joining. It's funny, as I was walking around before, it was an absolutely beautiful day. It was sunny, temperatures in the low 80s. Oh, now the rain's starting to pick up. All right, I might have to duck for some cover real quick. And get my umbrella out. Looks like they're still closed over here. Nothing to see in the orca tank here. All right, bear with me for just a minute. I'm going to hide under this tree for a second here and get my umbrella ready. Might be a little bit shaky for a second. Boy, great timing with the rain here today. There we go. All right, now we're good. As you can see, like I said, the park is empty here today. And again, the rain is also going to be a thing too. I'm sure other people, looked up to see what the weather was going to be like. Unlike me. But then again, it's Florida, so it rains every day. Let's take a quick lap through Sesame Street over here. See if they've done anything special for Halloween. I have noticed some other holiday decorations, or some lights, I should say, up around some trees and stuff like that for the holiday season. We'll see if they've started preparing Sesame Street for that as well, or if maybe they have some Halloween stuff. By the way, we're passing the Pretzel Kitchen up ahead, where they do have some special offerings for the craft beer festival as well. Some cinnamon sugar nuggets and just normal pretzel nuggets. They are delicious. Definitely recommend. I mean, can't go wrong with pretzels. So yeah, it looks like they do have like a Halloween garland kind of thing around the Sesame Street Land sign. And then on the lampposts in there as well. It doesn't look like there's much else. But also just look how empty. And this is an absolutely beautiful park. So if you get the chance to walk around an empty SeaWorld when it's nice weather out, on a weekday afternoon, it's just a really nice, relaxing experience. Cookie Monster hanging out over here. I feel like they should utilize the count a little more for Halloween, right? Maybe they do a character meet and greet that I haven't seen. To look at these Halloween decorations. So not much. There is a little something special, which is nice. And again, the Spooktacular really only happens on weekends, which unfortunately I couldn't get out to this week, so we won't be able to see that, unfortunately. I do 100% plan to get out here for you guys for the holiday season and all the special stuff they do for the holidays, for sure. So we'll check that out. I can see some other Halloween decorations up ahead. See what they have going on there. It does look like some people are kind of just hiding out from the rain right now. So there's kind of people hanging out in the shops and restaurants. So that explains a little bit as to why it's so empty as I'm walking around here. But like I said, it was like this earlier too. There are some parts of the park that are a little bit more crowded than others. But not exactly a busy day here at SeaWorld Orlando. This is cool. Little farm. Oh, and it's actually a little walkthrough. Look at that. This is the Spooky and Cookies Pumpkin Patch Maze. A nice little walkthrough. That's pretty cool. And then we got some more Halloween decorations, some interesting looking fish up ahead at Mango Joe's. And then behind Mango Joe's there you can see that roller coaster there, that's Icebreaker. It's currently under construction. I believe it's supposed to be opening next year. I don't know if we have a specific date for that one yet. You can see a DJ booth here for the SeaWorld Spooktacular. And then here's a sign for the Trick or Treat Trail. And I think I can walk down there. Yeah, it looks like we can go see the entrance of it, at least.
Exit this way.
Yeah, SeaWorld is a very big park. It's easy to get lost in SeaWorld. There's a lot of, like we've talked about this with other parks before too, like with Epcot and with Universal's Islands of Adventure. There's the main sort of circle, but then there's a lot of other paths you can walk down that are kind of like the less traveled paths. And it's easy to kind of get mixed up and make a wrong turn. But it's such a nice park that you really don't mind it. There's this big like jack-o'-lantern entrance here to the Spooktacular Trick or Treat Trail. Hi. And then Icebreaker right here just past the wall. So again, the Trick or Treat Trail only open on weekends. Not that I would really be able to do too much for you guys in there. I don't think I am within the age range for trick or treating. Jenny says that she wishes they were able to make it down here or over at SeaWorld in September. Yeah, it's a nice park. It's I mean, there's so much to do in Orlando. So when you're here for Walt Disney World, or even when you're here for Universal, there are so many other options to get out and do as well. Just a lot of things happening here. I mean, pretty much, I always tell people, because friends and family tend to think like, oh, you know, in Orlando, there's nothing to do except Walt Disney World. But I always tell people there's whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do here, you can find it within, you know, maybe at most an hour-long drive. Unless maybe the beach. That's like an hour and a half. So we're going to walk right under Icebreaker up here. And by the way, speaking of Walt Disney World, a special deal was just announced for stays from January into April of next year, up to 35% off your Walt Disney World Resort Hotel stay. And then rates and reservations are now available for October to December of next year as well. So if you're planning your Walt Disney World vacation at some point in 2021, now is a good time to do it. And again, look at just how empty this park is right now. And again, the rain affecting that a little bit, but so nice to be able to just walk around. And SeaWorld, don't get me wrong, it has been busier on weekends. They're doing just fine, especially with their Spooktacular going on. This park has been very popular lately. Where people are really looking for seasonal offerings for the Halloween season, SeaWorld is one of the places you can find that. Like I mentioned at the beginning, this park today is only open. It's open to 10 a.m. and it's only open until 5 p.m. And some areas of the park either open late or close early. So there's a chance that we end up hitting a dead end at some point and have to turn around. So just a heads up for that. Randy is already set with his Riviera reservation in late May. That's awesome. I'm excited for you and a little bit jealous. Riviera is a beautiful resort. If you haven't seen it, you can go back and check out one of our videos we did maybe about 2 months ago, something like that, where we did the Skyliner from Disney's Hollywood Studios and checked out the Riviera. Walt Disney World's newest resort hotel. So definitely worth checking that one out. By the way, I love days like this in the parks when, if you're here and you have time, you don't have to, you don't have that go, go, go mentality where you have to hit every attraction. These are great days to be able to enjoy the park and take photos. Because one, the crowds thin out, and two, the reflections in the puddle and just the sort of ambiance overall makes for some great photos. Stay safe out there, and thanks for your patience while we wait out this weather. Jenny gets to stay at an Art of Animation Nemo suite in November. That's awesome. For your parents' 50th. That's great. I have actually stayed at a Nemo suite in Art of Animation, and it was fantastic. All right, it's bad enough that it's raining, but it's not fair when it's raining and it's still sunny and humid. Attention explorers. So Florida. This is Infinity Falls here, and they're just announcing that the attraction is closed right now because of the weather. I'm assuming that means there's lightning in the area as well. I have not yet experienced Infinity Falls. I really need to plan a day to come and do that, because what happens is I get here and I don't want to do a water ride and I have to walk around soaking wet. So I really need to plan out a day to handle the water attractions. I'm going to head down here by the water a little bit and give you guys a look at the lagoon as a whole. Another area to see the holiday show that they do. If you want to see sort of the whole thing at once, as opposed to being on that bridge and being sort of surrounded by it. You can see all the trees out here on the water. Just past the flamingo boats. And yeah, Tom, agree 100%. This is a beautiful park. It really is. It's sort of forgotten, right? I mean, Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando get all the attention. SeaWorld's a beautiful park. Definitely worth checking out. And I mean, not that it's forgotten. SeaWorld is obviously a very well-known name. Everybody, recognizes SeaWorld, but definitely recommend mixing it into your Orlando area vacation if you can. And here is Mako. As I mentioned earlier, it's been closed the entire time I've been here today. And it's probably because there's lightning in the area. Because with this being a very tall coaster, it's one of those attractions that has to close down pretty quickly. if there's any threat of weather. By the way, I forgot to point this out earlier, but some of the trees might be hard to tell in the video, but some of the trees are wrapped in lights already as well. You can see getting ready for holiday season with some more decorations around the park. Really excited to see this park during the holidays. Looks like they really light it up, and that'll be fun. So I mentioned earlier that the craft beer festival is happening right now. There are a couple of booths right back here. I don't know if I can actually get back there to show you guys right now. So this one called Go for the Grain. And actually, I said a couple. I think it's just the one booth back here. And it is closed right now. Again, their special offerings are only on weekends right now, like the Spooktacular and the Craft Beer Festival. But there are, I did see at least one booth that was open. Now that the rain has stopped, it's going to get sticky. Yes, that's unfortunate. You always think, oh, you know, it rained, the humidity should be cut a little bit. Nope, it's just going to get worse because all the steam is coming up off the ground. It's also still raining a little bit right now, and it's still drizzling. It might just be coming off the trees, but it's there's still water falling on me. Some more holiday decorations down this path here. I'm really excited to see this all lit up. And here you go, the Yingling Pub Grub is actually open right now. This is one of the Craft Beer Festival booths. Let's see, I can show you guys the menu here. So some lager battered fish and chips and some battered crispy onion rings as well, and some chicken wings too. That sounds good. I did come here a few weeks back to check out the Craft Beer Festival and try out some of their options. Some really good food. And this was the second or third, I believe the second food festival that I've come here for. And I mean, they always have some really good options, so definitely worth checking out if you're here during one of SeaWorld's festivals. By the way, I want to point out too that they do have hand sanitizer all over the place. You'll see these everywhere. And then they're also doing digital maps right now, so you can't get a paper map, but you can use your phone to just scan the QR code here, and you'll get the map and today's show schedules as well. Which, of course, you can just download the SeaWorld Orlando app, and you'll have all of that right on your phone as well. So I'm going to bypass the Arctic. We went through there last time, and for some reason, it's the only attraction that has a long wait time. We're going to come this way and check out the Key West area of the park, which I don't really think we did too much of last time we were here. A feel like a boom mic operator. Keep getting my umbrella in the shot here. This is Seaport Pizza, one of the quick service options here. And I have Manta right above me here. You can see Manta is operating, unlike Mako. Manta is one of the big 3 coasters here at SeaWorld Orlando. And you can see this one is unique because you don't sit upright like you normally would on a roller coaster. This one actually leans you forward. So you're kind of like flying. I actually haven't gotten over to Kraken to see if Kraken is operating. The big 3 here are Manta, Kraken, and Mako. I know Mako is down, Manta is operating, so we'll have to see. You can see on the sign up ahead there, it says this area closes at 3 p.m. today. That's like I was saying, a lot of parts of the park will be closing early. All right, I think I can put my umbrella away now. I think it's safe. So it might just get a little bit shaky in a second here. All right, there we go. And here's what they were calling a relaxation zone over here. And this is the same concept that you'd see in other parks. Just an area where you can sit down, remove your mask for a little bit. And there are more of them in this park here, but as you can see, they're much smaller. Like we've seen in Universal and Walt Disney World, they are much bigger areas, and there's usually 1 or 2 in each park. There's more of them here. They're spread out a little bit more, but they're much smaller as well. This is the Journey to Atlantis on my left here that is currently closed. And it looks like Kraken is not operating. Oh no, it is. It's moving. But the area... Oh, yeah, no, okay. This whole area is closed today. So Kraken, while we do see it moving, you cannot ride Kraken today. So of the 3 big roller coasters here, only 1 is operating today. And Mako might open up a little bit later. You know what, let's just go ahead and walk through the Arctic, why not? By the way, I'm not sure if this is a holiday decoration. I don't remember this snowman being here, but it's possible I just missed him before. Actually, yeah, no, it doesn't look like it moves, so I might have just missed him. And yeah, like I mentioned, so here's the Empire of the Penguin attraction here, and it is a 50-minute wait. For some reason, always a long wait for this attraction. This does have the penguin exhibit in it as well. Here's that snowman again. Okay, well, let's head back here to Pacific Point here. This is where you'll see the sea lions. And again, this area closes at 3 p.m. today. I don't think we came back here in our last video. Let's do something a little bit different today. Last time we did do we saw the manatees and the turtles, and that section of the park is closed right now. So we'll see something a little bit different.
If you ever see wild seals or sea lions or even birds out in the forest, definitely we encourage you to always watch them from afar. And that's what we're doing right now. Just simply because these animals, we don't ever want to change their behaviors, especially out in the wild. We want wild animals to always remain wild and to obey any laws that protect them, such as seals and sea lions are marine mammals. They are federally protected by the Marine Mammal Act of 1972. So definitely if it is going to disrupt any wild marine mammal, or even your neighbor while you're here, you want to kind of keep that 6-foot distance. And also, please make sure that you are protecting yourself and others by wearing that mask properly. That means that mask is always over your nose as well as your mouth. And if I ask you to reposition your mask, which you kind of see the last time you're doing my job, so that we can stay within 4 feet. So just show a bit of kindness as we make sure that everyone stays safe here at the park. If you do have any questions, once again, my name is Leanne. I am a member of the Education Department. As you walk up, you will see a lot of different behaviors of these animals, particularly right now what the birds are doing up there. I know they look a little like, ooh, that's so light, but what they're doing is they're actually riding up their wings because of the rainstorm. So that's a really cool behavior to see of these birds, particularly the wood storks that you see, which are considered an endangered species. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Enjoy your time while you're here at Pacific Point Preserve.
Oh, well, I was going to do a full lap around here, but this part is closed off. Hi. This is one of my favorite exhibits for a couple reasons. One, every time I come back here, all the animals are always so active. They're always moving around a lot. Oh, and right below me here, look at that. Hello. I didn't even see him. He's kind of just enjoying his own little running water here. They're also always very vocal, so it's one of the louder areas in the park. But it's also just a really nice exhibit. Alright, so we're going to keep on with our lap around the park because I do still have a little bit of ground to cover here as we get back up to the front of the park.
Masks are on properly. That means that they are over your nose as well as your mouth. So if you can do me a favor,
Hi, Paul.
touch your nose. If your nose is not covered, please make sure that mask is covering your nose completely. Please realize we are in Orange County. It is a mandate that you must wear a mask.
I do like they have a member of their information team out here always able to answer questions about the animals and just providing all sorts of different information, but also reminding guests to keep their face coverings on as well, which is nice. And I can't tell if the rain picked up again or if it's just coming from the trees, but I am getting wet again. And you can see even the Arctic closes at 3 o'clock today, so this whole back corner of the park will be, actually really I guess it's the front corner of the park, that'll all be closed by 3 o'clock, so a couple hours before the park itself closes. I think we're gonna head this way here, and I'm gonna go to the left this time instead of going to the right towards Kraken. Like I said, easy to get lost or turned around on these sort of side paths over here. But we're not going anywhere specific. Just enjoying a nice stroll around SeaWorld today. They do have longer hours on the weekend, yes, and I actually think even some other weekdays. I know for a while they were closed on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I think just recently reopened. So yeah, it's still shorter hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not sure what time they are open until on the weekends, but I do know the Spooktacular is happening Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. So I'd imagine they're open considerably longer than they are today. Gimbal's getting a little bit crooked on me here. I'm just going to try and adjust it. Hang on one second. All right, that should be a little bit better. So again, passing under Manta right now, and it is, like I said, this we saw a few minutes ago. This attraction is operating, but you don't see it going right now because SeaWorld is doing a very good job of making sure they clean everything and sanitize everything. So between each ride, they're wiping the cars down. So that does slow the operation down a little bit, but it's also a much safer way of operating, which is nice. Yeah, Paul, so Manta is operating, however, Kraken is not. And then right now, Mako is down, but I believe that is probably because of the weather. And it'll probably be open at some point today. And then the Empire of the Penguin is open as well, and a 50-minute wait. I'm gonna head back into this corner here and check in with our dolphin friends, as long as that exhibit is open. It looks like it is. It looks like it closes at 3 o'clock. So let's go stop by over there. By the way, back over here you have the Stingray Lagoon, which is a nice touch tank full of stingrays. I can take a peek in, show you guys. I do not trust myself to actually lean in and touch a stingray while I'm holding the gimbal in my hand, but you can take a look. And then the dolphin exhibit is right over here as well. And this guy just kind of slapping on the wall over here. Oh, it looks like the dolphin exhibit back here is actually blocked off, so I can't get close. Might be able to see something if they're actually in this tank over here right now. yeah, I can see them off in the distance there. If you keep your eyes on the water, you'll see a dolphin poke up every now and then. There you go. But yeah, as you can see, this area closed at noon today. Like I said, a lot of things closed here at SeaWorld Orlando today. If you do want to go back and see the dolphins, our last video from SeaWorld, we hung out there for a few minutes and even went into the actual tank underneath, so you could see them in the water. Went into the exhibit. We didn't go into the tank. I didn't go diving with dolphins in a video. By the way, like I mentioned briefly earlier, this is the Key West area of the park, and I love this theme of the colorful buildings and the ocean-inspired artwork. We have pelicans right up here. It's always so strange to me. Like you come to a theme park, and you'll have those elements of a zoo as well. And I mean, even with Animal Kingdom, and even at Epcot with the Seas with Nemo and Friends, you have the aquariums, and it's so strange that you can do these things while visiting, SeaWorld and Walt Disney World. Got the flamingo exhibit right over here. As that storm was rolling through earlier, they were getting kind of vocal, I guess just reacting to the weather. By the way, here's the entrance to Manta over here, and it is a 5-minute wait right now. And every time I've seen it go by, there's only been 1 or 2 rows occupied. So if you want to ride Manta, no wait for it. By the way, thanks to the Kilimanjaro Safari. Look at this guy flapping his wings. Thanks to the Kilimanjaro Safari, I can tell you that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Well, probably not a good idea to reach in and try and touch the animals, but so yeah, that's one of the pieces of information that I always took away from Kilimanjaro Safari, which is very informative. And kind of gets burned into your brain when you ride it as much as I have. All right, so we're coming back around to the front of the park here. That is going to wrap up our walk around SeaWorld Orlando. Luckily, we managed to stay mostly dry. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to come back here for the holiday season and see all the lights and whatever special holiday offerings they have this year. And I'm looking forward to hopefully bringing you guys with me to check it all out. Still got Halloween though, as we talked about. Halloween is still coming up. So we'll have another video next week before Halloween. I don't know that there's anything else I can show you guys that is Halloween related. So we might actually just head back to Magic Kingdom. Might get out to a different Disney park. Not sure quite yet, but keep an eye out for the next announcement for next week's video. And of course, if you want to see anything specific, go ahead and drop a comment on here. Let me know. Or if you have any other questions, you can always comment and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining me on my walk around SeaWorld Orlando. Hope everyone has a great weekend and I'll see you next week. Bye.